Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Steve's Garage. Today I'm going to show you how to change an alternator on a 2005 Mack CV713. Now what led up to this point is that the driver complained that the transmission started not shifting properly, and he tried to shut the truck off to correct the problem, and the truck wouldn't restart. When I got to the truck, I saw that the batteries were completely dead. Charged them up, started the truck, everything worked fine, but the voltage slowly started dropping. So the first thing I did, well, how do I switch this? Hang on! I also cannot figure out how to add my theme music in the beginning. If anybody knows how to do that, that'd be great, or if someone has a snippet of it. I don't know what I'm doing. I got nothing. I love everybody. So the first thing I did was I checked the batteries for any loose wires, loose connections, blown fuse lines, went through the truck, and there was nothing there. Everything was fine. So that led me to want to check the alternator, which is right here. Easiest way to do that, turn the tire all the way to the left. Then you can kind of walk in between the tire and the frame here, and I'll show you what I did. So I've got my handy little test light here, and all I end up doing is I touched one side of my tester to here, one side of my tester here. Can you see that? Probably not. Focus. Anyway, so I just tried to show you that, and I can't hold my phone, a flashlight, and the tester. But anyway, so long story short, I only got 13 volts on that alternator. On an alternator with good working order, I should get over 14.2, 14.3. You're not going to charge nothing with voltage less than 3.8. I highly recommend that you work with only insulated tools and you completely disconnect the batteries before servicing an alternator. I don't have insulated tools, I only have metal, and I'm not disconnecting the batteries. Nobody has time for that. I got stuff to do today. So the first thing I want to do is get the tension off this belt so I can remove the alternator. So I'm going to put my wrench on this tensioner, and I'm going to release the tension. I've got to put the phone down. They do make fan belt tensioner tools. I don't have any. I just use my my ratchets. All right, I'm back. I've got the tension off here. I just pulled this towards me, and I was able to get the belt off the alternator here. You can see. Son of a, where is the light? All right, there's light. Okay, so you see I got the belt off of it now. This is nice and loose. I'm just leaving my ratchet up there. I'm going to use it later. And what do I want to take off next? Well, I suppose I'll probably take off that bolt right there. See that? That baby's got to go. And it looks like it's a 3/4 inch socket. I'm already bleeding. And that's how it works. So I'm just going to start loosening that up. And so I know it's going to come off. And I want to tackle these two little electrical connections on the back. Just be careful, they're live-ish, so you don't want to die. That's why you disconnect the batteries. Okay, so I've got my wires disconnected. The positive one here was a 7/16. The negative back there was a 3/8. I just used a little 1/4 inch drive socket, and I do suggest you label all your tools because they tend to grow legs. They really do. That's KD9NW. It's my amateur radio call sign. Get your amateur radio license. All the cool people are doing it. And I've got another bolt to remove on the bottom side of the alternator. I've already got that one out. And I've got it's a through bolt, so I've got to get a nice 3/4 inch wrench and then a 3/4 inch ratchet and socket to take that one out. Alright, so there's the old alternator. And you can hear it. It's sad. Here's the new one. Quiet. Nice little bit of resistance in there. Of note, the old one, you used a fan, flat. The new one utilizes cooling fins, so that doesn't get transferred over. Always read your instructions. Alright, so the new alternator is in there. Made sure that this washer is still there. And again, it's a use a 3/4 inch socket there, and there's a 3/4 inch bolt that goes right through here. It's a 1/2 inch bolt, 3/4 inch drive, but it takes a 3/4 inch socket on each side, and then it swings up, and you can see that the belt lines right up with the pulley. You want to make sure that that lines up really good. So I'm going to go ahead and get more slack in my belt and get it back on here. Then you're going to want to clean up your electrical connections with a wire brush. If you have a wire brush, a razor blade usually works pretty good. And then you're going to want to coat that in some dielectric grease, keep those connections from corroding up, and reinstall them. Again, the ground was a 3/8 and the power was a 7/16. Every truck's different, so it doesn't really matter what I say here. And look at that. It's all back together. Doesn't that look pretty? I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm very sorry for the way the video went. I don't have a cameraman at the moment. It's very difficult for me to hold the phone and kind of work at the same time. So I will get a cameraman. I just want to tell everybody Steve's Garage is back and going to be better than ever.